This has been a very confusing time for me. So, questions I want to ask you are, what are the things you need to say no to? And then, what are some things that your intuition is telling you that you need to say yes to, but they're absolutely terrifying? And in this journey, I'm like, wait, if my intuition says that I need to say yes to something and then I say yes to it, shouldn't the journey of that thing be this joyful, amazing, beautiful experience, not filled with anxiety and dread and a little bit of chaos? And apparently, no, that's not true, because we are here on earth having an experience in a human body, and there will be some chaos. And apparently, the contrast, the feeling really, really good, and the some things that feel really, really bad, are part of what help us learn and grow and adapt. And if we weren't learning, it wouldn't feel good. So let me just say what these things are that I've been dealing with, so that maybe it'll help you have some context. So I'm proud of myself. I've said no to a few things that I knew I needed to say no to. They were just stressful. They weren't feeling good. When I first said yes to them, I don't know, I feel like I was in this high where I was just saying yes to everything and everything seemed great and like I wanted to do it. And then when it got right down to it, I was like, oh, nope, I need to let go of those things. And so I did. And so that's good. But there was something I said yes to, which actually felt really bad for months. And it was saying yes to doing a comedy skit at the Dames. They call it a Funference. And it's an entrepreneur group for women. You have to be 6 figures or above to be in it. And the women there are very conscious. They're amazing. They're beautiful. They're wonderful. I will link below so that you can check them out if you're a woman. And you could be a corporate woman too. So corporate women or entrepreneur women. Anyways, I said yes to this comedy thing. And when the opportunity was given, I checked in. I checked in with my intuition. I did the thing where I got present and I asked, is this something I need to say yes to? And it was a resounding yes. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to do this. And then I had these other things in my life happening for the couple months leading up to the comedy skit. And they were hard things. And every morning and every night, I was like, wait, I need to write my comedy skit. Why did I sign up to this thing? I don't even watch comedy. I'm not trying to go on stage and be funny. I like to be accidentally funny. That's way more fun. But I knew that it was something I needed to do. So I started writing it. Writing it was kind of fun. I didn't want to go and write it ever. But once I was writing it, it was fun. And I was like, okay, some things in life that we're supposed to say yes to don't feel good all of the time, because we're expanding and we're growing and we're learning. And the thing that I was doing that was really hard was I was selling my Ninja Warrior gym and one of my CrossFit bootcamp locations. And I'm keeping the one where I own the building because my brothers run that one. So everything's well taken care of. And the other two, we really needed some leadership there because we'd lost our amazing leadership that we had. And so some of the members bought the gym. I'm still a partner with them, but a silent partner. And I knew it was the right thing, but the experience was so awful. I'll just be real. And if any of you guys that bought the gym from me are watching this, I don't think you are. It was awful. It was awful. It was awful. I'm just going to leave it right there. I still knew it was the right thing, but it was awful. And simultaneously, I'm trying to get ready for this comedy show. And I was just like, why? Why did I sign up for this? Okay. So when I finally did the comedy show, that day I was so dysregulated. I was trying to connect. I knew I wasn't connected. And by connected, I mean, if you're spiritual, it means connected to source. If you're not spiritual, days where you just feel discombobulated and then days where you feel really, really good. Well, this was not a good day. And it was being with other people that helped me connect. Usually it's me being by myself that helps me connect. But when you're surrounded by conscious, amazing, beautiful people, sometimes it's being around other people that helps you connect. And I got connected and I did the show. And the people who went before me were like actual comedians. They've actually done comedy. One of them, she's just done it a few times, but she was so hilariously funny. And she had professional help with her set, and I had written mine by myself. I did have some help from my brothers and my boyfriend, but they're not really my target audience. So I was trying to take their feedback, which was really, really good, and also have my own infusion. Anyways, as I was sitting there watching these hilarious women go before me, I was just like, just gonna go up there. And one of my thoughts for the comedy show was I wanted to have a message. So even if I wasn't funny, at least there was a message. And the message was things from our childhood that maybe didn't feel good, but it prepared us for where we are today. And a couple of those things are in the church that I'm from. We had a minister who would live with us and have me go door to door and knock on doors and spread the word, and that was really hard. And then other little things like that. We wore long dresses, and I was trying to wear dresses to school, and just things like that were just really, really hard. But anyways, those experiences really prepared me for entrepreneurship, and that was the story.
I am actually so thankful for all of the misery because it really set me up for entrepreneurship. I'm just kidding, entrepreneurship is so great.
And one of the themes that I wanted to get across, but I didn't have enough time, was following the love and not the fear. And I knew growing up that my parents really, really loved us, so everything was fine. And in life and in business, that's one of my core principles, is follow the love and not the fear. And yesterday, I had a hard conversation with one of our new clients, and I just carried that principle with me. Follow the love and not the fear. Follow the love and not the fear. And if I'm following my ego and my upsettedness and things like that, it's not going to go well. But if I'm following the love and I'm seeing the best parts of everybody who's in the situation, then things just really, really go better. And I don't know if you ever feel like you just haven't gotten a break. Like, it's been a couple years, more than a couple years. We had the pandemics that just totally shut down the gyms. We've had just like thing after thing after thing. And I really feel like I need a break. Like, I really need a break, but I don't see that coming because I'm excited about it. We're going to the Philippines to see our amazing team. Just travel. Just, there's no time off. There's no time. And so what I'm recognizing is, because there's not really a break, meaning there's not a day or two that I could just regroup. I think I need 3 days, just 3 days of nobody needing anything from me and just like being, just existing, 3 days of existing. But because I can't have that yet, I am really putting into practice deciding to have joy in my moments, because I can choose to have a moment filled with joy and to have a moment filled with love, no matter what the situation is. And so going into all of my meetings, there might be some meetings that there's a little more anxiety, but if I'm following my principles of always do the right thing, follow the love and not the fear, I have principles of always learning and positivity, and serve with excellence. Like, how can I serve the moment in front of me with excellence? If I follow my principles, just simplify everything down to my principles, everything starts to feel a lot better. So that's where I'm at right now. And I might get a couple days off coming up, maybe a Saturday and a Sunday. And I'm super thankful for that. For the first time in a while this morning, I got to do my morning routine, which is why I got on camera, because I felt like I could. I've tried to get on camera a couple times before, and I don't feel good making a video from a dysregulated place, you know? So This morning I meditated, meditated again, did some yoga, journaled, did some automatic writing. That's where you ask yourself questions in your notebook and you just write out what comes to you and you get some things from it. And what I got was to share about following the love and not the fear. And then I also got to share the saying no. And so going back to saying no, something really interesting happened when I tried to say no to something yesterday. So I got this message from the Dames Fun Friends that I need to speak. And I have a lifetime full of experience. I'm 41. I've owned multiple businesses. I've had a lot of relationship struggles. I've had a lot of struggles, and I do feel like I'm out the other side for the most part. Like all of my problems right now, they're really just me being overworked a bit. And so I'm coming out the other side of that too. And all of it I brought on myself. But it's time for me to speak and it's time for me to share. And it's time for me to help others get unstuck. That's the message that came through is I've been stuck a lot of times in my life. And it's time for me to help others get unstuck. And I have this thing where sometimes when I've committed to something, I feel really stuck. And there was this incredible opportunity, I think I've talked about it on here, where I had this opportunity to work with my favorite entrepreneur author ever. And when I first heard about it, I was like, oh my goodness, everything in my life has led me up to this point because I was going to help coach other businesses. But the commitment, I was going to help coach other businesses in his group, so kind of under him. And I was like, everything in my life led me to this place. And I went to see his group in action with him leading it. And his values, so incredible, just matched so well with mine and just like the real deal, just really wanting to help people. And I got on yesterday with his partner and I said, I don't think I can do what you do and what my friend who's also a coach does. He's like, I knew from day one that you weren't going to be a coach. And I was like, really? He's like, yeah, I knew that. And so I told him, I said, first of all, I can't do the 5-year commitment. And he's like, I know. And then I said, this year, I just want to speak. And he's like, well, how do we do that? How do we make that happen? And I'm like, really? And it's just this thing of, I feel like I've always had this maybe cut and dried thing. Like, if I'm not willing for it exactly as it is, then I just need to remove myself and not ask for it to change. So I'm like this with people. If there's somebody in my life and I'm not willing for them is exactly as they are, I just remove myself. I would never ask to change them. And I still wouldn't. Like, I'm not going to try to go change people. But in this situation, I was like just going to remove myself because I wasn't willing for what was being offered. And when I was just open and vulnerable and honest, he's like, oh yeah, okay. Well, what do you want to do? And I'm like, I just want to speak. And he's like, okay, maybe we can just have you speak. And I'm like, really? And then I'm like, maybe I shouldn't come because I'm supposed to come be with them again this week. And I said, maybe I shouldn't come. And he's like, of course you should come. You have value. Just as you are, you have value. And I'm like, well, I don't want you guys paying for my stuff and me not doing the thing that I'm supposed to do. And they're like, no, you have value just being there. And I'm like, so all I have to do is just be really open and ask for what I need. And I did this recently in my beautiful, wonderful relationship too. I was just feeling some kind of ways, and I just shared it with him, exactly how I was feeling. And he was feeling the exact same way. And we were able to kind of overcome the thing that was really upsetting me. And it's not like I was thinking of breaking up at all because I have the most amazing guy. I feel like I'm supposed to be with him forever. But I was just feeling really scared. I was feeling scared about moving in together. Let me just say it. And he was too. And us just talking about it and putting it out there just felt so good. Like, it felt so good. So I guess this video is to encourage you to speak your truth, to share how you're feeling. It's to encourage you to say no to things that you need to say no to. And it's also to reassure you that there are some things that you might have said yes to that are a yes, but might still not feel good. And by the way, I got on stage and I got belly laughs, and I had to wait in between my jokes for the laughs to be over. I did it. I am a comedian. Actually, I'm not going to go around saying I'm a comedian because I don't want people to expect me to be funny, but I did it. And afterwards I was like, whoa, I did it. And then I felt like because I did that, I felt like I got this amazing opportunity. And I don't know, I might have had the amazing opportunity anyways. But this woman, like, I wanted to see if anyone wanted to go on a hike. And this woman who was there, who I've met before, she's amazing. She went on a hike with me and we got to just connect. And she's a beautiful soul. And I don't know what else will come out of that. But everything has happened. Like, everything, I feel like there's a reason for everything that's happened. And yeah. So not trying to go on too crazy long of a ramble, but I would love to hear what you're going to say no to, what you said yes to, but it's really hard, but you know that it was the right thing. So like selling 2 of my gyms was the right thing. It was so hard because those are the ones that were my dream that I built. Like the Ninja Warrior gym was a dream that I had, and I like built it from nothing. And it was kind of the location that I was in charge of too before my my amazing cousin Jathan took over. But it was the right thing. It was the right thing. Thanks for being here with me if you still are. I can't wait to hear from you, how you're feeling, how you're doing. And we'll see what this next chapter leads into. Bye.